Aliens paying us a visit from another star system? What's up with that?
Ever since 3I Atlas was confirmed as an interstellar object.
And tonight, maybe our sharpest look yet at 3I Atlas, that mysterious interstellar object racing through our solar system. And check this out. This is a new image that shows it glowing greenish, streaming jets. And if you look closely, there is that rare anti-tail.
One question has refused to go away. Not because scientists are asking it directly, but because people can't stop thinking it. Could it be a sign of alien life? Not just a random rock, not just space debris, but some kind of evidence, direct or indirect, that life exists beyond Earth.
What if an interstellar object whirling through our solar system is actually a nuclear-powered spacecraft sent by aliens to test how humans respond?
It's an understandable question. When something arrives from outside our solar system, from a place we've never visited, carrying unknown history and unfamiliar properties, it doesn't just trigger scientific curiosity. It triggers imagination. And imagination moves faster than data. But to explore this seriously, we have to separate three very different ideas that often get mixed together. Alien life, alien technology, alien biology embedded in a natural object. And 3I Atlas gets connected to all three.
With 0 meaning it's a natural object, like a comet, for sure. And 10 meaning it's definitely a technological object.
The first reason people even started making this connection is because 3I Atlas doesn't behave like a normal comet. Its trajectory is hyperbolic, meaning it's not bound to the sun. Its light curve doesn't behave cleanly. Its activity is uneven. Some regions seem to outgas, while others stay strangely quiet. Its surface features, based on how light scatters off it, appear complex and layered. Those things alone don't mean alien, but they do mean unfamiliar. And unfamiliar is where alien narratives grow. Whenever scientists use words like unusual, irregular, or unexpected, people interpret them emotionally instead of technically. In research language, those terms just mean doesn't match current models perfectly. In popular culture, they sound like we don't know what this is, and that's scary. So the speculation begins. Some people suggest 3I Atlas might be artificial. A probe, a derelict craft, a piece of alien engineering. But here's the first reality check. There is absolutely no evidence to support that. No detection of radio signals. No consistent symmetrical structure. No materials that defy known physics. No movement patterns suggesting control or propulsion. If it were artificial in any engineered sense, we would expect certain signatures. Controlled acceleration, unnatural emission spectra, structured geometric patterns. None of that has been observed. What we see instead is something messy, irregular, and shaped by natural processes over vast time. And that actually makes it more interesting. Because the second possibility is more subtle. Not alien technology, but alien biology. Not an alien spacecraft, but an alien carrier of life-related material. And this is where it starts to get scientifically plausible. Not in the sense of finding little creatures inside it, but in the sense of 3I Atlas potentially carrying complex organic chemistry formed in another star system. We already know this is possible. We've found amino acids in meteorites from our own solar system. We've detected complex carbon compounds in interstellar clouds. We've measured organic molecules on comets and icy bodies. Life, in its earliest chemical stage, is not rare in the universe. What's rare is the organization of that chemistry into self-replicating systems. But 3I Atlas could be part of the delivery mechanism, a vehicle that traveled from another system carrying prebiotic molecules, maybe even molecular structures that never formed naturally around our sun. Not organisms, but ingredients. And that is deeply connected to alien life, even if indirectly. If 3I Atlas carries organic compounds formed in another star system, then that means life's building blocks aren't just local. They're universal travelers. And if similar objects already helped seed life here, then it's possible that life on Earth carries fingerprints of chemistry that formed beyond our solar system. Not aliens walking on Earth, but alien origin molecules contributing to earthly life. That's a much deeper idea than flying saucers. Another reason for the alien speculation is how old and far-traveled 3I Atlas might be. Based on its velocity and motion, some models suggest it could have wandered through the galaxy for billions of years, possibly longer than the age of our solar system. That means it could have witnessed the death of stars. the formation of new systems, the destruction of planets. It may have passed near habitable zones long before Earth even formed. And if life existed or began forming in those systems, fragments of that chemistry could have ended up trapped inside it. Not because it was sent, but because cosmic processes are messy and interconnected. Ejected debris doesn't ask permission. It gets launched. It travels. It collides. That's how nature works. And sometimes, those collisions cross star systems. So is 3I Atlas evidence of alien life? Not in the way movies want you to believe, but it does strengthen one idea, that alien life doesn't have to be separate from us. It could be chemically related, not cousins by biology, but by molecular ancestry. But people often push the idea further. Could it be a biological organism? A giant spacefaring life form? A form of life so different we don't recognize it? That's where we have to address reality more directly. Life, as we know it, requires energy exchange, temperature regulation, and chemical reactions happening at specific rates. 3I Atlas exists in deep space, where temperatures approach near absolute zero, radiation is constant, and energy sources are sparse. For something to be alive under those conditions, it would need a biochemistry so alien that it wouldn't behave like any life we define. Possible? In theory, yes. Probable? No evidence currently supports that. More importantly, there's no sign of internal energy processes. No heat signatures inconsistent with passive physics. No emissions that indicate metabolic activity. Everything about its behavior can still be explained through physical and chemical models. Complex models, with uncertainties, but still natural. And that's key, because just because we don't fully understand something yet doesn't mean it's artificial or alive. It means our understanding is still incomplete, and science lives in that space. Another aspect people often overlook is that even if 3I Atlas were connected to alien life somehow, directly or indirectly, that wouldn't necessarily mean intelligent life. Life is not the same as intelligence. Earth had life for billions of years before intelligence appeared. Single-celled organisms dominated the planet for most of its history. So when people say alien life, they usually imagine beings, civilizations, technology, communication. But statistically, if life exists elsewhere, most of it is probably microbial, chemical, quiet, invisible without microscopes and models. And if 3I Atlas has any relation to alien life, that's the level we're talking about. Not visitors, but chemistry. Not messages, but molecules. Not contact, but heritage, which, in some ways, is much more profound, because it connects our planet not to a science fiction fantasy, but to a larger biological process unfolding across the galaxy. A process where life isn't an island phenomenon, but a distributed one, where star systems trade matter over time, where life might not be born in isolation, but influenced by ancient chemical travelers crossing interstellar space. And objects like 3I Atlas could be part of that circulation. So is it a sign of alien life? Not as proof, not as confirmation, but as a clue, a small, silent clue. That life's chemistry is not contained by a single star, and that our own existence might be partially shaped by visitors like this long before humans ever looked up and named them. Which makes 3I Atlas less like an invading alien object, and more like a messenger of a universe where life, in some form, might be far more connected than we ever imagined.